What shows up on a criminal background check? One of the most common questions I receive is what is going to show up on a criminal background check, particularly if I've been arrested, but I resolved my case without a conviction or the case is still pending. Criminal background checks are checking essentially for two things. First, for arrests, and second, for convictions. Most criminal background checks are looking only for convictions. For many reasons. One, those searches are more economical for people who are running the background checks, apartments, businesses, employers. Second, anyone can get arrested for almost anything, and most people understand this. The level of proof required to arrest a person is simply probable cause. To convict someone, you need proof beyond a reasonable doubt. So there are many reasons that most background checks are only looking for convictions. If you've hired our office, you haven't been convicted of an offense, we're certainly going to do everything humanly possible to avoid that conviction. Yet, most people who contact us have already been arrested. So what about the arrest record? Understand that arrests are public records, and most background search providers will provide you with arrest records, albeit often at a premium. If you've been arrested and you know you're going to go into a job application or look for a new apartment, it would be commonplace for us to write you a letter that explains to whom it may concern that you've only been charged with an offense, that we are aggressively defending you, that the standard of proof for an arrest is much lower than a conviction, but you're still also presumed to be innocent. So we will write a letter that explains kind of the scenario that you're in to explain that arrest. If your case has been resolved, of course, we can add in there that your case was resolved without a conviction. Depending on the outcome of your case, we will also tell you whether or not you're eligible for a future expunction, which is a destruction of the records, including the arrest record, or a non-disclosure, which is sealing the record, including your arrest record. If you're one of our clients and you've been arrested and you don't know how to fill out an application, we are always willing to review the specific question that you are being asked and advise you on how to answer that. It is sometimes not clear, particularly if you don't have experience in criminal law, how to answer those questions. They might ask you about convictions, they might ask you about pending charges, they might ask you about any time you've been charged in the past, even after you've been expunged. So depending on what the question is, and frankly, who's making the request, we will give you advice on how to answer that question. This video was made in response to questions that we've received on this channel in the past. If you have a criminal question that you'd like for us to answer, just drop a comment below and we'll be happy to answer that in a future video.